And my aunt, I guess, came out at 50, which was fab. But I actually, she didn't really come out. She was just like, I have a girlfriend now, which was even better. And I wondered about a conversation with, like, I guess, a past of me and a present of me and a future of me all coming together. So this is called My Gay Aunt Comes Out at 50 and Writes Instructions to Maybe a Future Wife About Music and How It Heals Me, after Hanif Willis Abdurakib, who is an incredible poet and also music journalist. There is something you should know about my baby. He can't really sing for shit, but boy, he can dance. His feet being as fast as his heart, and we've been trying to slow him down his whole life. His heart has tried to slow him down his entire life, and his body done slowed him down too, but you probably already know that. When I was a wife, my first dance tied his ankles to mine, and I spent too much of this precious life trying to untie all that we did not have to hold us together. When I was a wife, it was better to be alone than to come home with someone you couldn't sway in your kitchen with. So sway in your kitchen with him. He used to do that with my mother, and also his mother, cling on to kneecaps or footbacks or whatever he could to make you dance with him. So dance with him. Make him forget the resent that we made him two-step to. When I say we, I do mean me. Even I couldn't save him alone. He spent his life picking himself into small enough pieces to fit into the mouths of others like meat on bone. You will always come home to music too loud and your walls vibrating. And his foot and its timing tapping to your wooden floors. Avoid ever playing pop. It sometimes makes his neck twitch. Don't hold him from behind. He's still learning to trust with his eyes facing forward or closed or open. In all honesty, my sweet, he is still learning to trust another body near his, some clothes he cannot dance in. You'll see his fist pump against his chest, like trying to pop something or push something. Don't rush anything and dance. You're first or you're last. Forget the clocks and their hands and instead hand in hand hold on to one another. There will be days where he misses his mother, and those days he won't be able to listen to Angie Stone or that one Jill Scott song. There will be days where that's all you can hear. Nas's Godson's album will be played religiously on May the 10th. I'm sorry you'll have to watch himself repent into a verse. He can't sit still when it hurts. If you can, try to turn your living room into a ballroom or a basement or a rave or a jazz cafe. He'll cook pork and not eat it just to hear flesh dance on something like oil, like popping. Some days he'll haul himself to the kitchen counter just to hear something else crack or crackle under heat. And they all got feet like heavy coal but can make silence on tiptoes or top toes as he used to call them. Back then when he called everything something wrong, like trying to show us what we were doing. One thing you may not know is that there could be a day where you come home to every socket gaffer taped shut and the temptation of hearing anything more than a heartbeat ripped out of a room. You will come home to silence, a strange one, and he will say, if this were a song I would sing, but this is a poem and I can't, so beg him to dance until darkness has turned into silver. He'll dig his heels in and sink his head on the top of his neck. He'll rip every red rose from the Sade interactive cover. I'm afraid, my love, they remind him of digging and what is dug beneath them. Singing reminds him of everyone who remembers lyrics but not names, the correct ones, or just doesn't give a fuck about the difference. This is when you must remind him to dance. There will come a day where he will learn to love his shape and what it could feel. And there will come a day where he finds a love that will not question when he says there is already too much noise in the world for me to make any more. But reply, I am waiting, and I am waiting to listen to you. When he finds a love that does not ask him to move, but instead waits and waits and waits for him to dance. Maybe he will find a love that will help him burn every vinyl his father passed on to him, with him in a metal grey dustbin, and laugh and laugh and laugh until his foot taps to the sound of absolutely nothing. Thank you.